Continuing where I left off. The ritual, the salted meal, the fillets. I broke free. I confessed it. Broke my chains. Hid myself all night in a muddy marsh. Concealed by reeds, waiting for them to sail if they were going to. Now no hope is left me of seeing my home country ever again. My sweet children, my father, missed for years. Perhaps the army will demand the pay for my escape, my crime here, and their death, poor things, will be my punishment. Ah, sir, I beg you by the gods above, the powers in whom truth lives, and but what faith remains uncontaminated to men, take pity on pain so great and so unmerited. For tears we gave him life, and pity too. Priam himself ordered the gyves removed, and the tight chain between. In kindness then he said to him, whoever you may be, the Greeks are gone. Forget them from now on. You shall be ours. And answer me these questions. Who put this huge thing up? This horse? Who designed it? What do they want with it? Is it religious or a means of war? These were his questions. Then the captive, trained in trickery in the stagecraft of Achaea, lifted his hands unfettered to the stars. Eternal fires of heaven, he began, powers inviolable, I swear by thee, as by the altars and the blaspheming words and the blaspheming swords I got away from, and the gods' white bands I wore as once chosen for sacrifice. This is justice. I am justified in dropping all allegiance to the Greeks, as I had cause to hate them. I may bring into the open what they would keep dark. No laws of my own country bind me now. Only be sure you keep your promises, and keep faith, Troy, as you are kept from harm, if what I say proves true, if what I give is great and valuable. The whole hope of the Danaans and their confidence in the war they started rested all along in help from Pallas. Then the night came when Diomedes and that criminal Ulysses dared to raid her holy shrine. They killed the guards on the high citadel and ripped away the statue, the Palladium, desecrating with bloody hands the virginal chaplets of the goddess. After that, Danaan hopes waned and were undermined. Ebbing away, their strength in battle broken, the goddess now against them. This she made evident to them all with signs and portents. Just as they set her statue up in camp, the eyes cast upward glow with crackling flames, and salty sweat ran down the body. Then, I say it in awe, 3 times, up from the ground the apparition of the goddess rose, in a lightning flash, with shield and spear a-tremble. Calchas divined at once that the sea crossing must be attempted in retreat, that Pergamon cannot be torn apart by Argive swords, unless at Argos first they beg new omens. Carrying homeward the divine power, brought overseas in ships, now they are gone before the wind to the fatherland. Mycenae, gone to enlist new troops and gods, they'll cross the water again and be here unforeseen. So Calchas read the portents. Warned by him, they set this figure up in reparation for the Palladium stolen, to appease the offended power and expiate the crime. enormous, though he made them build the thing with timber braces towering to the sky, too big for the gates not to be hauled inside, and give the people back their ancient guardian. If any hand here violates this gift to great Minerva, then extinction waits, not for only one, not for one only, would God it were so, but for the realm of Priam and all Phrygians. If this proud offering, drawn by your hands, should mount into your city, then so far as the walls of Pelops' town, the tide of Asia surges in war. That doom awaits our children. This fraud of Sinon, his accomplished lying, won us over. A tall tale and fake tears had captured us, whom neither Diomedes nor Larisson Achilles overpowered, nor 10 long years, nor all their 1,000 ships. And now another sign, more fearful still, broke on our blind miserable people, filling us all with the dread. Laocoon, acting as Neptune's priest that day by lot, was on the point of putting to the knife a massive bull before the appointed altar, when look there, from Tenedos on the calm sea, twin snakes, I shiver to recall it, endlessly coiling, swam abreast for shore, their underbelly showing as their crest, rear red as blood above the swell. Behind they glided with great undulating backs. Now came the sound of thrashed sea-water foaming. Now they were on dry land, and we could see their burning eyes, fiery and suffused with blood, their tongues a flicker out of hissing maws. We scattered, pale with fright, but straight ahead they slid until they reached Laocoon. Each snake enveloped one of his boys, twining about and feeding on the body. Next they ensnared the man as he ran up with weapons. Coils like cables looped and bound him twice round the middle, twice about his throat. They whipped their back scales, and their heads towered, while with both hands he fought to break the knots, drenched in slime, his head band black with venom, sending to heaven his appalling cries. Like a slashed bull escaping from an altar, the fumble axe shrugged off. The pair of snakes now flowed away and made for the highest shrines, the citadel of pitiless Minerva, where coiling they took cover at her feet under the rondeur of her shield. New terrors ran in the shaken crowd. The word went round, Laocoon had paid, and rightfully, for profanation of the sacred hulk, with his offending spear hurled at its flank. The offering must be hauled to its true home, they clamored. Votive prayers to the goddess must be said there. So we breached the walls and laid the city open. Everyone pitched in to get the figure underpinned with rollers, hempen lines around the neck, deadly pregnant with enemies, and horse crawled upward to the breach, and boys and girls sang hymns around the tow rope as for joy they touched it. Rolling on, it cast a shadow over the city's heart. O fatherland, O Ilium, homes of God, defensive wall, renowned in war for Dardanus' people. There on the very threshold of the breach it jarred to a halt 4 times. 4 times the arms and the belly thrown together made a sound. Yet on we strove, unmindful, deaf and blind, to place the monster on our blessed height. Then, even then, Cassandra's lips unsealed the doom to come, lips by a god's command, never believed or heeded by the Trojans. So pitiably we, for whom that day would be the last, made all our temples green with leafy festival balls throughout the city. And I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching, and hope you can comment, subscribe, or if you have any advice or comments, please leave it down there. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.